What's up, guys? What's going? Hope you guys can hear me okay. Let me see. Damn, the mic is pretty strong today. But yeah, happy Wednesdays. Hump day. We got a lot of stuff going on today. I don't know if anybody caught Coinbase on the bottom side yesterday, man. That was a huge move. Like 300s to 350s. Hella bullish on that. Unity too. A lot of strong stuff from yesterday. Let's check out. We got Disney today, Wish.com, SoFi, Beyond Meat. Damn, I wish if I had more time today, I would play a bunch more, but just didn't have the time for it. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got going on. How's the market look today? What's the market bubble like? Yeah. What's up, Trigger? Cookie Monster? SoFi, look like some of you guys are gambling in SoFi. Good luck. Oh no, big move up on Disney. No thank you, sir. No thank you. We're looking for some flatty. AMD died today. Holy smokes. What happened to AMD? Bro. Tesla moving back up a little bit. MasterCard with that bullishness on that pay later. Pfizer at $49. Let's go. A lot of good stuff today. Let's check out some of the earnings. So we got Legalzoom came out. Oh man, Hems also came out. I like that company. Roblox die as well. I'll show you a little bit later. So Legalzoom earnings per share is 1 cent as opposed to positive 3 cents. So they missed there. Sales is 147 as opposed to 145. This company IPO has been going down. Nobody want to buy it, man. Trash company. Nobody want to invest in this trash company. Q4 Legalzoom sales is 142 to 146 as opposed to 143 estimate. Full year sales numbers are pretty in line. Looks like they're doing okay. TTD, we can take a look at TTD later. Yep, Wish should be out anytime now as well. We also got Hems, Golden Nugget. Let's check out Golden Nugget, the casino company. Earnings per share is negative 55 cents. Sales is 35, up from 25 year over year. Not that great, man, compared to some of the other casinos. Disappointing numbers there. Let's check out Hems. What is GIB? Is that a stock? We're gonna take a look at some of the analysis later. So just wait a little bit. If you guys want to check out the stock, you want to see analysis on like the tickers and stuff, come back around like 4:30 after we looked at all the earnings. Then we'll dig into some charts. But for now, we're gonna dig like a bunch into the charts and stuff. So Hems also reported earnings per share is negative 8 cents as opposed to negative 6 cents. Lost a little bit more money than expected. Sales is 74 mil as opposed to 70. Doing good there on sales. Pretty interesting. I picked this company up if it goes down enough in the gutter. Q4 guidance is really bullish. Sales for the year is looking good. Let's check out Disney since you guys are getting all excited, yo. Let's go. Disney 170. Let's go. That's what I want. I mean, yo, we were looking for that Disney 170 number. If you guys play with us, I'm not sure if you guys did. I'm sorry if you guys didn't get those Disney puts. You guys are gonna be in some pain, but don't worry, we got a lot of time on the cost side anyways. But let's check it out. Q4 2021 Disney Plus pay subscribers, 118 million versus 73 mil year over year. Those are good numbers too, man. Parks, experience, and product revenue, killing it. 100% year over year, baby. 5.5 bill as opposed to 2.7. Of course, right? Compared to COVID. Of course they're gonna kill it. EPS, Disney reported Q4 EPS at 37 cents as opposed to 44 cents. Sales is at 18.53 billion as opposed to 16.2. So great increase there compared to last year's. Obviously easy numbers, and good increase in sales compared to last year's. Stock is dying a little bit. Really praying it stays around that 170 area till Friday. Oh my god, we are gonna be killing if it stays around that price. Let me see, what did we choke? Yeah, we have the 170p. We have the 170 puts. They were a little bit costly too, man, honestly. But if it can stay between this 170 area, anywhere between 173 to like 167, we're gonna, turn like whatever you guys pay, $65, $70 to like $200, $200+ easily. So really hoping the support range holds here, because if that support doesn't hold, man, we're gonna be in a world of pain. What's going on, you guys? Talking about Beyond Meat. Oh my god, what a miss. Why you do this, Beyond Meat? Why you do this to the people? Why do you miss so badly? So Beyond Meat, negative 87 cents as opposed to negative 39 cents. Loss 36.75 mil. Losing money, man. Sales is 106 mil as opposed to 109 mil. What is going on? This is 210 decrease compared to the loss from the same period last year. And sales is barely growing. Sales is only at 12% increase for the year. Year over year, pretty disappointing. Oh my gosh, and the guidance, man. Oh, it just gets worse and worse. So they said next quarter Q4 guidance, they're looking at 85 mil to 110 mil as opposed to 131 mil. I guess, man, people are eating these Beyond Meat patties and they're like, yo, this ain't shit. Like, I don't want no burnt patties. Kind of sad, yo. So I remember when this stock opened IPO 120s, it was so hype, went up to $300. Circuit breaker, man. Circuit breaker, and came back down. And it's just been on this slow decline because it's tough. I had the Beyond Meat burger patty before. If you make it yourself, it's actually even harder because it's very easy to burn, because it doesn't really have fat in there, right? So if you think you're making it for like 3 minutes each side or something, it's gonna get burnt because there's no fat. Like a regular patty has a lot of fat, right? So the more you burn it, the better. We're posting an option swing channel for our challenge trades. We're posting an option swing channel, and we also post it in the thread channel as well. So if you haven't, if you don't know how to go to threads, make sure you're going to the account challenge, section on our Discord, and you click on this upper area, and it'll show you the thread. So I'm gonna paste you the link. So that's the link there. Let's look at some of the other earnings. How did Tattoo Chef do compared to Beyond Meat? We got to look at Tattoo Chef. I haven't seen that yet. Good question, man. Ouch. Yo, if Beyond Meat if you can't short Beyond Meat, then you know what that means? That means that like it's gonna get short squeeze. Be careful. stock market is looking a little bit rough this week, but it was easily anticipated. Probably one of the I don't even know what to say, man. Like I said it yesterday. Maybe I'll find a clip later, but I think it was probably one of the easiest predictions ever, man. So, you know, we posted this like on November 8th. See if I can set up reply. So we posted that on November 8th. Sorry, the copy and paste didn't work that well on Twitch. But if you click on the link, pretty much kind of, you know, figure out where the direction was going. So let's check out firm. EPS, negative $1.13. May not compare to negative 30 cents. Sales is 269 million as opposed to 248 mil. So sales a little bit on the higher side. Still having a lot of losses. This has become a trend with them. They're still having a lot of losses. Let's see what they say. They don't have any data compared to last year. They see Q2 320 to 330 mil as opposed to 296. So next quarter sales, and I like how they didn't even put EPS. They just like, yo, we're only gonna put sales because that's where we excel at. So they said next quarter the sales is gonna be even a little bit higher than this quarter, which is good in a way. Guidance for the year is looking strong too. You know, but there's I would love to see them like deal with the losses a little bit better, because the losses has been pretty wild for EPS. But stock, nonetheless, stock still moved up, pretty bullish. When was the last time we got it? It was around, we got it around 109. So I haven't touched this ever since it blew past 130s, man. Because I remember last earnings report or something, we got it like a while back on like some really good stuff on the speculation. Thanks to Fiat World. SoFi, let me see. We got Wish.com, and then we'll check out SoFi. Where's Wish? Wish is right here. Wish.com Q3 earnings per share negative 10 cents as opposed to negative 15. Yes, that's a beat, right? Sales is 368 mil as opposed to 353 mil. So that's another beat there on that too. So yes. Please tell me you're moving up, please. They beat the estimate by 33%. Sales is up 4% compared to estimate. Stock is moving up 50 cents after hours. Thank you very much. Please. Backholders of Wish.com here, unite. Let's go. Let's pray. Have a moment of silence. I'm a little confused here by these numbers, man. I'm so confused by these numbers here. Oh man, I don't even want to interpretate them. You guys don't want to know these numbers. You don't know what these numbers mean, man. I'm not going to interpretate them for you guys. Let's just see what they have to say. We have made good progress in advancing Wish in a positive direction toward long-term growth and profitability. Let's go. You know, they have a house called Wish House or something, and TikTokers go to it to post TikToks. Oh, they said they launched Wish Standards, a new merchant program designed to reward merchants that consistently provide an exceptional customer experience with priority placement in the feed along with commission discounts. Ooh, that's good. They need that. They also onboarded over 12,000 new merchants, including Trespass, Dharma Firm. I don't know what those are. Probably some Asian companies. Whoa. I got you, man. We'll take a look around 430 plus. I'm excited for this, man. This might be something interesting. Wish Clips, a next generation video first shopping experience on Wish. So, I mean, that's something that Amazon's doing too, but it hasn't like really kicked off for Amazon. So maybe Wish can make it kick off. That could be, you know, that could be something interesting. Ooh, Wish.com is by partnering with Klarna. No, no. Why you guys? Oh my god, this is ugly. Delete. That's it. No more, man. I don't know why they're so disappointing all the time, man. Goddamn Wish. I read that last paragraph, man. It's so ugly. I don't know how they can say that to anybody. How dare they put that in the investor sheet, man? How dare them? They literally said despite Q4 being the best season, you know, they don't think they're gonna do better. They don't think they're gonna do as good in Q4 than Q3. It's so bad. Like I was reading Wish.com's report, they said, oh, you know, despite Q4 being a holiday season and whatever, like, you know, it's a site where you buy products, right? You would think holiday season would be the best for them, right? But they said, you know, despite Q4 being a great holiday season, we don't think we're gonna do better than Q3 numbers. And Q3 numbers aren't even that great in the first place. But like, bro, if your Q4 can't beat the Q3, what are you doing, man? What kind of scam are you pulling here? Kind of sad. I might unload all my Wish.com at some point. Next pump, I'm out. I'm gone, man. Next time it runs, I'm out. No more of that. Tired of that kind of negativity, man. Too much negativity. SoFi Technologies earnings per share -5 cents as opposed to -14 cents. Losing a little bit more money this quarter than last year's, but EPS beat though. Sales is 277 mil as opposed to 255 mil. This is a 92% increase compared to the loss of the same period last year. And sales increase, it doesn't say how much sales increase actually. This is true. That could happen. VLTA also reported today. Damn, didn't they have a little pump the other day? They did. They pumped to like $12. With Tesla and everything, came back down to tens again. So sales is 8.49 mil as opposed to 10 mil. Missed by 15%. Next quarter, they said they're going to be pretty in line again, somewhere between 32 to 36 as opposed to 34. SoFi also guided pretty good, 272 to 282 as opposed to 274 estimate. EBITDA is looking a little bit slimmer. So they might be spending more money, not sure. Because I know they're doing a lot of marketing right now. Another hype stock also reported today, Open Door. Earnings per share is -9 cents as opposed to -17 cents. Sales is 2.27 as opposed to 2.01. So good beat on both sides, top and bottom. 90% increase compared to the same period last year, and 569% increase in sales compared to the same period last year. Are their sites functioning yet? Because I remember last time I checked this company, they only had like 3 states. I think it was like Atlanta, Georgia, or like Florida or something like that. They even have New York, man. So let's see what the Q4 guidance is. Q4 guidance is very strong. No wonder they're running up after hours, 17%. Q4 guidance is 3.1 billion to 3.2 billion, as opposed to 2.92 billion. Very good numbers there. When they say they're losing 5 mil to gain 5 mil next quarter, I don't know what to say about that. That's interesting. Dutch Bros flying? What the Dutch Bros do? Oh, they also reported earnings today. Why didn't anybody say anything? Whoa! Let's see. Dutch Bros report third quarter. They have over 500 shops. Company owned shops revenue expands 62.9%. Ooh. Let's see what they said. What they say. We're very pleased with the strength of our third quarter and year-to-date results, which are exceeding to the optimistic set of expectations we established going to 2021. We're excited to recently begin our journey as a public company, ready focused on a clear set of growth-minded objective that makes Dutch Bros a national brand. Oh my God, this company is crazy. They said they're thinking about a growth strategy that could create the potential for at least 4,000 shops nationwide. As we open new stores in both existing and new markets, we will provide our customer with unique drive-through experience based upon speed, quality, and service while solidifying our strong commitment to communities. That's big. That's pretty big, actually. Yeah, this is Dutch Bros. BROS. So they said they have over 500 shops right now, right? And their long-term plan is to open up to 4,000 shops. That means like that's a lot of expansion going there. Oh yeah, we got to check out what the Disney guidance. I got you, man. Thank you. So they said the third quarter they opened 33 shops. 30 were company operated. Total revenue grew 49%. Company operated shop revenue increased 62%. Systems same shop sales grew 7.3%. Things are looking good. Company's still operating at a loss still because obviously it's kind of new, right? IPO at $23. For the year. So for the fourth quarter, here's the outlooks. For the fourth quarter, we're providing the following outlook. Total system shop opening are expected to be at least 30. Same shop sales are expected to be about the same. Revenue 125 to 128. What is that right now? 108. So they're expecting to make some more money. For the year of 2022, we're providing the following outlook for new shops opening. They're looking to open at least 112 shops. So no big growth coming yet, but eventually it will. So it's definitely a company to like watch out for. You know, this could be like buying Starbucks in like 1999, when the first time you would have heard of Starbucks was on, you know, Austin Powers. Very interesting stuff, but I think it's a little bit high right now though. We'll see. Let's check out Disney. Going back to Disney. See if they have an outlook. Where's Disney trading at right now? 167. We're okay. 167 is okay. Wait, some of you guys are saying that Bitcoin just crashed. Did it really? Oh, it already bounced, man. It already bounced. So let's see what Disney has to say. So this has been a very productive year for the Walt Disney Company as we make great stride in reopening our business while taking meaningful, innovative steps in direct-to-consumer and at our parks, particularly with our popular new Disney Genie Magic Key offering. The Walt Disney Company as we celebrate the 2-year anniversary of Disney Plus. We're extremely pleased with the success of our streaming business, with 179 million total subscriptions across our direct-to-consumer portfolio at the end of fiscal 2021 and 60% subscriber growth year over year. We continue to manage our direct-to-consumer business for the long term and are confident that our high-quality entertainment and expansion into additional markets worldwide will enable us to further grow our streaming platforms globally. The Discord pop-ups, yeah, they're kind of annoying. I feel you, Kip. So this is revenue compared to last year. Revenues are good, right? Are great, actually. Are great. The income, obviously, much better. Positive instead of negatives. EPS, doing good, you know? Not much to say, man. Obviously, they're going to do good, better than last year. But revenue in terms of the year to date is actually pretty in line, pretty close. Wasted a lot more cash, though. Where's the stock price compared to last year? What is Disney's stock price compared to like COVID levels? It's a little bit higher. Even compared to last year is a lot higher actually. So it might be a little bit overvalued too at this point. We'll see. Because the year-to-date growth wasn't too crazy, so we're gonna need a really good guidance to kind of save this company from dropping any further. This just excuses here. They're just making excuses, talking about why like some of the parts are closed and stuff like that, or why they aren't releasing as much stuff fast. But overall, Disney Media Entertainment up 5% year over year. In the 9-month, 10-month period. Not much money to be made there. I'm not liking this year to date, man, because this side is the year to date. This is the quarter to date. Year to dates aren't that great in terms of the numbers there. So in fact, this quarter they need a stronger beat to make the year to date look better. The problem is they, like you could look at it like that perspective, right? Saying Disney hasn't been this low since January of this year. But at the same time, how much better did Disney do compared to 2020 at the end of 2020, right? So as of right now, as of this 3 quarters priced in compared to the 3 quarters of 2020, is not looking great. But hopefully that 4th quarter is gonna kill it for them. It should. 4th quarter should kill it for them, actually. Is that even possible? We looked at a little bit over SoFi. They're okay. Decent earnings. I mean, good earnings actually. Oh. Oof. I forgot that Disney has investment in DraftKings, man. Apparently, they still have this investment. Disney's such a degenerate. I don't even think we have a guidance. We might not have guidance until conference call. I don't think we have guidance. Probably gotta wait for that 5 p.m. conference call for Disney to do the guidance, and hopefully be like, all is well, all is well. We're gonna release some more movies, and on top of that, you know what else would be interesting? I was reading how Netflix made like almost $900 million from the Squid Game, right? I read that Netflix made about $900 million from that Squid Game alone, and it cost them only about $9 million to make the whole show. So that show was one of those investments that's just like 10x for them. It was like if they bought a call lotto and bam, it just went in their direction. They just made bank, So and then and people were explaining why that was the case, because they said apparently when they did that, when they did that show, the show was like filmed overseas or whatever in Korea and stuff. So because it was filmed in Korea, the cost was cheap, everything else was so much cheaper, and there wasn't any unions or anything that we had here. So apparently in the film industry there's a lot of unions and stuff, and a lot of like, you know, red tapes apparently. So they said, or maybe a lot of people that had to pay off. Whereas overseas they didn't have to do that as much, so the cost was so much cheaper. So they were saying that if they were to build Squid Games in America, or they were to do it somewhere in America, it would cost so much more. It would probably cost them 20-30 mils, or even more than that, whereas over there only cost them 9 mil. So they're saying that now that they discover this, they could potentially see a lot of other companies moving overseas to develop these shows, because apparently they could just build the sets now to whatever, you know, whatever you want, and they can get a pretty good replica of it if they get enough open space to make it look like America. So it'd be interesting perspective. That happens. Usually conference calls around 5 o'clock to 5:30. I used to listen to them a lot, but they get really boring because they just read the same thing about the reports. So if you're really bored and you don't like to read the reports and you're like driving, throw on the conference call. Go for it. But you know, if you guys are in our stocks challenge, and you guys, you know, been gambling with us on these on these earnings plays, you know, I was pretty bullish on the earnings beat for Disney, but like I said, I was you know, I was kind of expecting them to chop, because I'm pretty confident they were gonna have great numbers. You know, I know they had some great movies that came out. People were hyped about that. They were excited. But then at the same time, other people weren't excited about the movies because it was like pretty targeted in a way, right? And then they had some good shows, the Loki show, the other shows, but that was a little bit like in the previous season, I think, in the previous quarter. So I'm not sure what they got lined up next. They haven't really talked about it yet. So if they can hype us up, let us know what else they got lined up in the you know, pipeline for the next shows, and how much more money they could potentially make from that, and all these new experiences that they have. Sure, the stock could potentially run back up 170 easy. And if they can stay in that 170 range till Friday for me, I'd be extremely grateful for them, because they would make us a lot of money. But let me bring up the spreadsheet so we can add some tickers into chart. I know if you guys were asking about tickers, let me know now. Speak now or forever hold your silence. The whole market is running up too. All right, so we got first ticker, got SPY, got Tesla, one ticker per person. Disney subscribers slowing, and they're running a promo for the month, $1.99 for Disney Plus. Mass appeal says. I mean, yeah, they've been doing that forever, bro. They've been literally giving out their subscription forever. I got you. So I mean, so as far as like, oh man, which CEO stepping down? I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign. I think that's a bad sign, man. I mean, maybe in the long term it would be good, but I think that's a bad sign, because as far as stock market reactions, that's usually very bearish. The stock usually always goes down when some type of CEO says, "We out," you know. So I guess Wish.com is gonna be one of those like long-term investments where you just like look at it, it's a penny now, but maybe 5 years later you'll be worth something. Maybe somebody will buy out, you know. Kind of like Blink charging station for me. Like I was holding Blink charging stations for 5+ years. Looking at it, I was like, man, look at this trash. And they just kicked it around. I was like, look at this trash. Every year I thought about selling it, but then I was like, nah. So, so you guys are talking about the market, asking about the market and direction like that and stuff. We're taking a look at it right now. We published this on November 7th, as you can see on the top here. And I said, you know, SPY was 17 days green. It was bound to take a breath. You know, it was bound to take a breather. It's only natural, right? To take a break anytime, you know, you work so hard, you ran so much. So QQQ is the same thing, you know, ran a lot, super crazy monster run here, right? Now we're coming back down a little bit. So this chart is you know, from a few days ago, so you haven't seen the reflection of what has happened yet. So we're gonna take a look at some of these individually real quick. Let me pull it up. So we got SPY. So we got SPY. You know, we had this crazy monster run here. And this is probably, and I'm using the Heikin-Yashi candle chart, so you're seeing the candles a little bit differently as opposed to these, you know, fake red candles here. We're seeing like, you know, green candles, unless it's really red like today, right? Today is a real red candle. So as you can see, we ran up so much, it was like it was bound to come back down. Like even if it's just like one candle come back down, so it was bound to happen. I know Monday we got that great news, infrastructure bill. Everybody was hype. Everybody was happy about it. Like, oh, yeah, you know. But we ran up a lot, 134 to 465. You know. So I looked at the chart to see if I can find some histories. As you can see, there are obviously times where it has ran up a lot, like here. Ran up, I don't know how many days, 10, 15. No, it's 10. This is really like 15, 16 days, and we pulled back for 3 days, right? So I think today is probably the beginning to pull back. We'll probably see some chop for at least 2 to 3 days. In rare cases where we see 1 day of chop and the market just like forget about it and just runs back up, right? So that's best case scenario. Best case scenario, we see a chop for 1 to 3 days, meaning that we stay in the same range, you know, not really going anywhere. And we gotta wait for the RSI to cool down, because as you can see on my money flow indicator, money flowing out a little bit, RSI is topped out, man. It's topped out, it's peaked. So, you know, anytime it's peaked, it's gotta slow down, it's gotta take a break. So it's taking a break right now. Naturally, we would love to see it cool down a little bit further. I don't think it's cooled down enough yet. You know, maybe a little bit in the halfway range here. So what that means is that we could see possibly 456, where 463, 456 could be a target, a reasonable target. Maybe even 450s is another reasonable target, right? So those are like you know, reasonable scenarios. So we talked about the good scenario, we talked about the reasonable scenario, and now we're gonna talk about worst case scenario. All right. So worst case scenario after like how many day run is this? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19-day runs, right? So I looked at the chart before. Last time we had a 19-day run was here. I looked at all the last 2-3 years. We haven't had a 19-day run like that. The last time we had a 19-day run was from 2017 to 2018. Market was hella bullish. Any dumbass could have gotten into the market and made money. It was just that easy. It was just that bullish. Hey, kind of like this here, right? So let's see how many candles we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 candles also. 19 candle as well. It's like math class here for kids. So 19 candles here, and worst case scenario, it had a big pullback, huge pullback, man. Everybody and their mother was crying, the crash is coming, the crash is coming. The market just kept running up that year. Oh man, and then we crashed from 287s all the way down to 260s. So 20-point drop, big drop. Who knows? Who knows, right? I gave you guys the 3 scenarios. The best case scenario, we got the probable case scenario, and we got the worst case scenario. Now you guys know. Yo, young Bo, we should clip this in case it becomes true. That would be funny, man. So it is what it is, man. Sometimes when the market ran that hard, it pulls back. I mean, if we pull back 20 points, that will come back to 440s. I think that's a good area too, man. I wouldn't be hurt. I would like that area. If it comes back to 440s, maybe we set up like another nice move to a bigger upside based on the infrastructure bill. Because I know like a lot of people were hype about the infrastructure bill, but they actually apparently didn't even pass it. Let me look it up. Let me look up the infrastructure bill situation. It was like some BS news. The market and they decided to pump it. So what they say? They said they passed it. Biden to sign it on Monday. Oh, apparently there's another one. They said unlike the infrastructure package, the Build Back Better bill is opposed by virtually every Republican on Capitol Hill. So apparently it is passed, but it's significantly less than originally planned. It's wait, it's only 1 trillion now? I thought it was like 1.7 earlier this week. So is it 1 trillion or 1.7? I'm confused. I remember it was 3 trillion or something. I think in a way it was somewhat priced in, but signing is definitely going to be another catalyst. So if that could be another catalyst, that would be great, you know. So let's play out that scenario of them signing it right on Monday as the secondary catalyst to back up the market. So then we're on Wednesday right now. Let's see if we can have a controlled drop from Wednesday to Friday, right? So Wednesday drop, you know, Thursday we'll come back to 456. Maybe Friday we'll come back to 449. We'll have a nice control drop somewhere to that range. And then when they sign it on Monday, the market chops a little bit and bam, all-time highs again. You know, for the people that didn't have a chance to buy during this rally, maybe they can pick up some utilities, some stuff like, you know, Southern Company, Verizon, some of these other tickers, and run it back up, you know. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Veterans Day market is open, I think. I think only the bond market is closed. I think the bond market is closed tomorrow, but the regular market is open tomorrow. All right, so we took a look at SPY, ES, and all that's goody. Hope that helped you guys a little bit. Let's take a look at Tesla, TSLA. Wow, Tesla big drop, right? 1250s. I remember everybody was asking about Tesla last week, and they were like, Tesla 1400s, 1400s. You know, everybody was hella excited. They were talking about Tesla going to 1400. Should we buy 1400 calls next week? Should we buy $1,600 calls next week? You know, should we buy $2,000 calls 2 months out? You know, but it's hard. It's hard to kind of see that when things are so good, you know. But you know, obviously, just like the market right now, Tesla's got to take a breather. Look at this huge rally here, man. What is that? What is that? It's a huge rally. So Elon Musk came out. He says stock price too high. Should I sell? Came down a little bit. We're finding some support right here, the $1,000 area, psychological areas too. So everything is at lows right here. You know, money flow is low, RSI is low. It could potentially bounce here. That's possible. That would be funny. That's a good one. Yeah, that could happen. So it could be an interesting area. Me personally, I probably wouldn't touch anything until it hits like this line here. That's probably where I look for that dead cat bounce. So that's around the 870 area. Would love to see a dead cat bounce here. But as of right now, I'd be a little bit scary to play it. I do hope it stays here around 1050 because I did open some butterflies for it, and I sent a few people about it. We joked about it, about 1050 being a magnet level. So this is kind of like the Tesla put butterfly. So, you know, buying these two, sell this one, and talking about how, like, you know, the 1050 is a psychological magnet level as well. So that's up pretty good. Hopefully it stays. Hopefully it holds. Probably hella rich. This, no, it's not the 200. But don't worry, we're gonna release the secret formula for you guys soon. If you're interested in getting the swing indicator, let us know. We'll post it on X Hub soon, and you guys will be able to buy it. It's gonna be very juicy. You know, it's supposed to make swinging really easy. So we got a lot of, you know, good stuff set up in there. So we got the bottom here. This bottom part is this part here is kind of like money makers, money flow. So when it gives you the triangle signal, right? That's when money makers are adding more money in, and you can see that light up. You go pew, and next thing you know, what do you see next? Pew pew pew. You know, big dildo moves, right? Kind of same thing here. So just move back up. So if when it's coming down like that, that's ideally where you want to look for that signal. So the best way to utilize the signal is when it comes all the way back down, like over here. That's probably where you want to utilize it, or like over here, and over here. So when the RSI is extremely cooled down, you want to utilize it a little bit better. This here too, but this is more of a false signal because this was already ran up so much. You probably won't want to touch it there because it's a no support. It's a resistance actually. But over here, if you look at it, so over here, if you tried to pick that around here, you know, you could have sold it for slightly more. And then over here, if you got in over here, you could have definitely sold it for a lot more. And I think here too. So you want to watch for it on the move up. So that was on the half-day chart. On the one-day chart is probably even more effective than the half-day charts. So that's why it's designed more for swinging, because it's designed to look for those money flows. So that's Tesla. What did I say we're looking for? So we're looking for a 60s level. Risky overall. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia is kind of pulling a Tesla as well, you know. As you can see, like Nvidia is very, very strong. Had a very big move. They're using all type of keywords, code words, you know. Oh, semiconductor, oh, chips, AI, metaverse, you know. They're spitting news all over the place. People love it right now. And they just came out Omiverse, you know, and they're selling avatars on that and stuff. So a lot of good things in the pipeline for Nvidia, man. It's a great company, bright future ahead, a lot of potential to make money for sure, without doubt. But I mean, on the yearly, the stocks also ran a lot, right? 2020 stock was at $70, right? Before COVID, and now is at $300, right? So that's like 4x. It's ran up 4 times. But have they made 4 times the sales yet? I don't know. I don't think so. They might have had 2 times the sales, but I don't think they have 4 times. So they grossly overvalue, man. And when they did the stock split, it ran up even more. So a lot of bullish run baked in here. And I think it's time to take a break a little bit. So it's coming down, you know. I know some people bought at the 320s, some people bought 310s. It happens, man. Sometimes you get so nuts, you forget what you want to do. So ideally, would love to see it come back down a little bit further, maybe like 230s level. That would be a really good buying opportunity. Me personally, I feel like this train is so far gone. It's so hard to catch that train. I probably stick closer to buying TSM. You know, it's a good price. It's reasonable. Hasn't hit all-time highs yet to like 140s. So I think it's still pretty reasonable discount. Maybe you come back to the support around 116. Can pick some positions up on TSM instead of Nvidia. But so far, you know, Nvidia is pointing kind of bearish. Momentum is going down a little bit. The only good news is you gotta watch for this to set up the reversal. Watch for some money flow to come in, and see if you can get bailed out. But I will say first level of support, it's probably at 277s. So if you're looking to buy the dip, look for that range right there. CDR, you can take a look at CDR for you. So somebody else asked about PayPal today. Let's take a look at PayPal. Oops. So PayPal has been dropping really hard, had that horrible guidance yesterday. But they're doing some good things, right? You know, buying another buy now, pay later company, expanding, growing the network, getting bigger and bigger. So there's a lot of, you know, there's a lot of opportunity for them to make money and go further and further. But for now, they had a nice little pullback. I think eventually they'll recover. You know, it's a big company. They've been doing okay. A little overvalued though compared to last year's. Last year all-time high was trading around $124. As a payment company, I'm not sure how much they have grown. Got to look at the year-to-year numbers, but I don't think they've grown that much to kind of justify that. So we're kind of at the first level of support. If this area holds, that's great. If this area doesn't hold, maybe we can look for the next support around 175s, and then, you know, under that it's kind of ugly. But it's at the middle of the range. Either gonna bounce here, or it's gonna bounce to the next level. Where's my price label indicator? So either look for it here or look for it there. We haven't had any confirmation yet on this side, so we're still waiting. Almost thought we got a little confirmation the other day when it was gonna bounce, but that didn't happen. That was a false confirmation. So it came back down a little bit more, because obviously earnings can throw off any indicator. Because earnings is so wild that, you know, your indicator could be looking hella bullish, but once earning comes up, oh man, that bullish could be bearish real quick. So I hope that helps. No confirmation yet, but if we manage to stay above 200 in PayPal, we should bounce here. Otherwise, next support's in 170s. Let's check out CDR real quick. CRUS. They make small logic chips, I believe, if I remember. They could run, they're pretty cheap. I think they're like around the 40s, if I remember the price correctly. I think they reported earnings the other day too. What's the ticker? Oh. What's up, Spenda? What's going on? What would be some good calls to enter for PayPal this time for long swings? If you were going into PayPal calls right now, I would probably go into next earnings. You know, like February, I think, is the next earning period. So I know a lot of people are probably thinking about January, but that's probably too late. You probably want to go into February's and maybe even do a bull spread, you know, so this way you can get more time for a much cheaper price. It'd be February 18th. Right now it's at 200. So you probably start with 210 to, like, if we can run up, we're gonna hit some resistance at 220s, and then we're gonna hit the next resistance at 250s. So this cheap $1,000 for the play. Whereas if you just buy naked, it's about $1,000 as well. So I'd probably say 210 to maybe 230s, I guess. 210s to 230s for February. Or if you're gonna do naked, just go for February. Let's look at CD Project. It's looking good. Need to break over this range right here. Need to break over point of control around 187.70. And then if we can break over that, it's pretty bullish and can move up a lot further. I think it dropped a lot because the game release was pretty bad, wasn't it? Then they get a lot of lawsuits with a lot of bugs, and like investors were hella disappointed. So I mean, let's see. Long-term possible head and shoulder pattern as well. Head and shoulder patterns are naturally pretty bearish, so you could see something like that. Head and shoulder patterns can also be invalidated as well, so you know, it depends. Really, at this range right here, that anything could happen. It can go up and down. This is a tricky play, man. It's a tricky play. I don't know what the volume is like. If it can break above 187, you know, it could go to the next range. If it breaks under, come back to the bottom. But that's pretty much it for today, man. I hope that helps. Good luck with that trade if you're going long on it. Roblox, let me see. Let me look at Roblox real quick. I got you. I'm guessing you're shorting it, so you probably want to see the short term for Roblox, right? TTD. What are you gonna do with TTD? Are you long or short? So Roblox kind of coming back to short-term support on the 48-minute chart, coming back right here, chilling right now. If market is bullish, you know, this could move up. RSI is bottom out, so it could dead cat bounce a little bit. If it dead cat bounce, we could possibly see a move, maybe 98. I don't know, man. On the bearish side, you can see the move down a lot further. You know, you can see a move down back to support, because Roblox was chilling in this channel before. It was chilling in this channel before before it broke out. So if it came back here, that would be an amazing price to buy the dip, because that would be what you call back tests on the trend line, which is pretty bullish. You usually want to back test. So that's 85 if it came back down. Current level is 95s. Could go either direction, man. Interesting move. Good luck. RBLX. It's at the middle of the range. It's at the will of the market. It's at the will of the stock market, man. You're long TTD? Bro, I unloaded all my TTD, man. How are you still long, brother? If you didn't unload the top, man, shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you, bro. It was at the top. $98. All-time high, brother. All-time high. Oh my gosh. Nah, you should. If you didn't unload, I mean, just hold. It's a good company long term. You thought it would go higher, bro. It had an amazing earnings. The stock went from $68 on the earnings day, came back to 86, and then on the next day it decided to run even further to 98. Dude, what? Oh my gosh, man, you're crazy. I had calls too. I had calls too for January, and I sold it. You're so crazy, man. Good luck on those. I don't know. The 1119 is a little bit risky. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. You must have been sitting in $1,000 of profits. Mamma mia. Oh god, man. It's at the will of the market. Everything's at the will of the market right now. So I think if anything, it's probably gonna take cap bounce a little bit tomorrow. You know, we can get a little slight bounce because market's been so oversold, right? Hopefully it gets a little bounce and hopefully you can unload, man. I wish you the best, brother. Close on the bounce, man. Oh my gosh. I gotta head out, boys. I gotta head out. Let me put on the algo for you. It looks like we're getting a little rejection here on that. So move back up, got a little rejection. Looks like we can set up a potential double bottom. If you having calls and you didn't get enough time, just close your current position and buy more time, man. Close your current position, buy more time. That's it. That's all you need to do, man. Get more time for your money. I think Pinterest and Snapchat are probably doing the same move. You know, so get more time. I know we were looking very bullish the other day. Came back down a little bit. Probably gonna set up a double bottom move up as long as market doesn't drop like crazy. Just make sure you get enough time. Go into January, February, because you never know what the uncertainty of the market is. And obviously I've been crying about it the last 2 days that market is very overbought, is very greedy right now. You know, like Warren Buffett says, you want to be you know, you want to sell when other people are greedy and you want to buy when other people are fearful. So I always follow that. That's like one of the most easiest things, one of the most basic things to remember and follow. Just remember that, man. What's up, man? All right, guys, take care and have a good night. Just remember, if other people are greedy, you got